All right, another beautiful, sunny, hot as heck day here in Houston, Texas. Nothing says Texas like a big, badass truck. So another 21 TRX truck finished here. Again, I know I say this a lot, guys. We have our packages online, kind of like a starting point for you. And the one behind me, Mr. Allison, is a perfect example of how we take a package and modify it to meet his needs and goals. So he is in Arizona and can only get 91 octane. So our normal 900 plus package that we call it, we had to take it and modify. If y'all watched our last video of the white TRX we did, I think it made around 730 rear-wheel horsepower on 93 octane and 810 rear-wheel horsepower on E85. Because of this one being octane limited, we can only do so much with timing and boost. So we decided to keep the boost down compared to what we normally do with E85 cars and 93 cars. But we take the supercharger and we port the supercharger for maximum flow, obviously, to get as much horsepower as we can without having to spin the supercharger really hard. So what that does is when the car's on 91 octane, it keeps it super safe. But then when he has, in his case, he's gonna put a fuel additive in it. So this one baselined, I think 580 rear-wheel horsepower. It was more than most do because it came with us. It came to us with a nice 5-inch airbox already installed. And on 91 octane, we made 705 rear-wheel horsepower. And with 91 octane, plus we call it a fuel additive like a Boostane or the VP Octanium, it made 751 rear-wheel horsepower. Again, the blower speed is very low on this thing because I have to keep it safe for when he puts a 91 octane tune in it, that he can beat the crap out of it without having any issues. If he does decide to say, hey, you know what, I'm gonna run 93 plus or a race gas all the time, that's when we can then take that supercharger pulley, go one step down on it, add 2 more pounds to boost to this thing, and this thing would make over 800, if not 850 rear-wheel horsepower with better fuel in it. But yeah, let me show you under the hood so you can get an idea of what it looks like. And I can't stress enough, guys, with this airbox on it and the ported supercharger, this thing whines like a son of a bitch. It is loud as hell. And I think the customer even said when he first got it, he installed the airbox himself. I think him and his wife went for a test drive and the wife was like, what is that noise? Supercharger. Now that we ported this thing, she's gonna love him that much more. It screams. Just accelerating, but wide open throttle, it sounds incredible. So again, it's hard to see what's going on here, but y'all see obviously a big 5-inch airbox. Because we ported the blower, we always put the larger throttle body on it. Supercharger pulley, because of the 91 octane, we only have a 305 upper on it. As always, we do the lower balancer as well to spin the supercharger harder. That way we keep belt slip to a minimum, as well as 0% slip. And then, as always, for fueling, we always upgrade the injectors. And then of course we give him 2 tune files, so he'll have the RTD cable at home to be able to load his 91 octane tune for him driving around if he wants to go on like long road trips, him and the wife, or go to dinner without having to sacrifice anything and have good gas mileage. And then when he really wants to go play with his buddies on the weekend, he can put the 91 octane in it, put the fuel additive in it, get it to a 93 to a 95 octane rating, load the new file in it, and then right then and there he'll grab 50 rear-wheel horsepower and go play with his buddies.
Hey guys, welcome back. So today we got a black TRX coming in, getting our 900 horsepower package. Customer's not deciding to do E85 at this time, but we are upping the boost. We're taking the stock lower crank pulley here, and we're upping it 9% with our Innovators West pulley. Nice bill of aluminum compared to the stock cast crank pulley, but we're going to pair that with our combination of a 305 upper pulley compared to the stock 335 diameter pulley. So we smallen the diameter, make the blower spin faster, produce more boost, and give a nice little pep in its step. And then we're going to remove the blower behind us and send it out and get ported by Kong and get a new throttle body put on it as well. So help that air that we're starting to compress flow a lot smoother through it. We need a shorter belt with the smaller pulley upgrade since we're changing the ratio between the lower and the upper pulleys. So our total circumference is going to be a little bit smaller. And then we're going to top it all off with some ID 1000s, make it run nice and smooth with idle, but have enough flow under wide open throttle to make all that horsepower. Alright guys, and if you follow me over here, we'll get to pulling this blower out.
Yeah, you a heavy girl, aren't you?
Alright guys, so we got Kong's fully ported blower here. They take your stock Hellcat blower and go ahead and remove all the machining, flashing, and impurities that are happening through the casting process in making these blower housings, and smooths them all out for airflow geometry in through the snout. That way your inlet temperatures are smoother and it flows a lot better. They've also gone ahead and done their hub on the front of the pulley, which will just slide right on the end here. Make it easier to change your pulleys if you want to up your boost or lower your boost in the future. And I'm just going to go ahead and start getting all the gaskets put on and injectors, bypass valve, and all that. So we'll jump to that now.
Thanks for watching this video, guys. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Give it a like if you liked it so far. And please turn on bell notifications for future content, as we have cool stuff in the pipeline that you're going to want to see. And as always, please comment below.
Alright guys, so we got her all put back together, new seals and everything, so it's about time to go ahead and throw her back in the truck. Just make sure they can see there's no. So we got this cold air intake here. It's a 5-inch dual feed system that the customer is going to have installed to help with the new pulleys. I thought he was just rolling. All right, so we have this 5-inch intake going on the TRX. It has dual SP filters up here to help with the flow coming into the motor. It's cold air intake, so it has a box to shield it from any of the radiator heat. We're just going to go ahead and throw this in real quick. It's quite a large intake. Try to be gentle with it.
Beautiful. Beautiful. So, 90, this customer's in Arizona. So 91 octane, 705, 614. We did 91 plus a fuel additive, 751, 642. So again, this is like our 900 horsepower package, but it does have a little bit of the plus added to it, and I can go into more detail later on it. But for that kind of fuel, to put it in perspective, our normal 900 plus makes roughly 700 on pump gas on like 93 octane. So we're pretty much right there, but this thing has a little bit more mods to it. And then on E85, we're usually 760 to 770. So with, again, we're limited to our octane. So 750, right there, great. He just did a little bit, few more mods to get the horsepower because we couldn't run E85. He can't get E85 where he's at. Alright, we are in Mr. Allison's 21 Ram TRX, and I'll go over the horsepower and package and mod list later. Right now I want to try to get a couple 0 to 60s and possibly a quarter-mile time out of her, and then later I can explain everything that we've done to it and what she runs. Blower whine on this thing is incredible. Holy cow. The blower whine is insane how loud it is. And this thing does have bigger tires on it. Still spins the tires in first gear with 37s on it. I hope y'all can hear that blower whine through this camera. And again, I said I wouldn't say mod list and stuff. I'm gonna go over that here in a little bit with y'all. I just want to try to get a couple 0 to 60s and maybe 1 or 2 quarter-mile passes if I can, and then go over the full build. Definitely the loudest blower whine that we've done to date on these TRXs. Holy crap, it screams. They're so much fun to drive. All right, as always, y'all can see we badge all the vehicles. This one with the 1,000 horsepower package. Again, 751 rear wheel horsepower, has a whole bunch of drivetrain loss, especially with the big wheels and tires on it. And like I said, turn the boost up, this thing will make over 850 rear wheel horsepower with that ported blower. Incredible. Also, when we ship these vehicles, every customer gets a pamphlet with the dynographs in it. Looks really cool. I'll make sure if Jason can put it here somewhere for y'all to see a picture of it. Besides that, guys, yeah, I can only talk so much. This thing is a monster to drive, just like all the other TRXs we've done. And again, I'm trying to just show y'all a little bit of how we don't just have our standard packages. Like, they're not, I mean, they are, we're trying not to be so cookie cutter. Yes, we have an A, B, and a C option, but depending on where you live and what you're gonna do with the truck, we will take that, and our sales staff and myself will come up with a package that meets your needs and goals, just like Mr. Allison. So, hope you enjoyed this, guys. As always, please comment below. I'd like to hear what you have to say about this build in particular, or other videos that y'all have watched from us. And yeah, I'll just brain fart right there and say have a good day. All right, guys, today behind me we have 3 Ram TRX trucks recently completed and equipped with our LMR 1,000 horsepower package. As y'all can see, not only do we offer performance packages, we also offer different types of aesthetics when it comes to bumpers, lights, and wheels and tires to fit your own needs and goals and how you like it. Comment below, guys, if one of these were your trucks, or if you owned a Ram TRX truck, how would you make it look? What accessories would you put on it? Wheels, tires, bumpers? Comment below. I'd like to hear what you guys have to say.